Hey, it's Jack Gately, and I'm from Jack Gately Real Estate. Let's look at the single family home market in Massachusetts statewide for November 2021. Let's see what's selling out there. Average sales price remains strong, just about 650, just about $650,000 statewide single family homes. 649, 665. It's 650, and it's been 650 the last couple of months. Slid down from the peak of over 700 that we had over the summertime. 650 still very, very strong for sellers, and you're accepting that offer very, very quickly in less than 3 weeks, 19 days to offer on average for a single family home in Massachusetts. You probably heard me say this before, but that number is really never going to be zero. Kind of like, from my experience, 12 is kind of like the lowest that number can ever really be. And so 19 is very quick. In less than 3 weeks, you're getting an offer which you have signed and accepted, and now you're on to the home inspection process. If it even is, a lot of people are waiving their home inspection nowadays. I don't necessarily think is a good idea, but you're on to the next step, whatever that happens to be, in on average 19 days. And sellers continue to get a very good percentage of list price, 101% of list price in November. Now that's slidden down. Is that a word? Can you say that? That is slidden down. That is slided? Whatever. That is dropped slightly from the peak of 105 or whatever over the summertime, but still 101, very strong seller's market. When it's a buyer's market, you see this number at like 92% of original list price. And that's like tens of thousands of dollars difference. But 101 still very, basically, if you're putting the house on the market for 650, you're selling it for 650. Your price is pretty firm, and you're not going to get, unless there's something wrong with it or you totally overpriced it or something, you're probably going to get the original price that you put it up on the market for, maybe even a smidgen more. And sales remain brisk at 4772. It's actually slightly up for November. We expect that number to kind of tail off a little bit as we're heading into the winter season, which is what I want to talk about next. How do you prepare for winter season? 4772, not bad, given where we've been, especially in January of 21, almost, it was like 11 months ago. And, we're going to see how this virus thing, virus seems to be moving up a little bit right now. We're back to hospitalization and case rates and whatnot that we saw in February. So we're going to have to see how this affects the real estate market. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So we're going to be taking a really close look at these numbers. But lastly, I want to talk about what's actually on the market now. And this is going to impact your strategy, whether you're a buyer or a seller. Let's take a look at that. All right, so in the beginning of December 1st, first of the month, 4,135 homes on the market. Now, if you look at this chart here, you can see that that's not bad. It's kind of like the average that we've had for the last year and a half or so. But historically, if we go back to the last time things were normal, that would be December of 2019. And then we had 9,300 homes on the market. So just to give this some context, when things are normal, and even that number, you probably heard me say this before, even that number was low. So now we have less than half of what was normal back in 2019 on the market as we head into the winter months. The way I'm looking at this is, I don't think we're going to see any change in the marketplace until we start to have like at least 6,000 homes in the market on the beginning of any month. Until we kind of see that 6,000 number, we're not going to see any change. So I think that things continue to remain strong, very strong for sellers as we're headed into the winter market. And, looking at the winter market, I would usually say, you don't want to put your house on the market during the winter. You probably heard people say that. But I think if you've decided now's the time to sell, then yeah, do it, because there's not a lot to pick from. Not a lot to pick from. You don't really know what's going to happen in the future. We're in uncharted territories. You also heard me say that before. What the spring is like, how inflation, I don't know. The virus, who knows? So if you've made that decision to sell, get after it. I mean, you're probably gonna get list price. You're probably gonna sell it pretty quick, and you can be off to Arizona or Florida or Tennessee or wherever you want to go fairly quickly. All right, so we'll be back in January with our next monthly update. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm Jack from Jack Gately Real Estate. Have a great day.